Good morning. So I'm doing my follow-up post from Saturday, and I have in between Saturday and Sunday I was able to move all the wood chips in and finish this little retaining wall with the stones that I had. Now you can see the difference in color in the wood chips is because they're from two different loads, right? And we've just had so much rain in the last 24 hours because we're here in Florida and it is hurricane season. So August and September are our rainiest months here, so we just get so much rain. So you can see I finished the wall and I put cardboard down in front of the wall for maybe 4 or 5 inches so that I don't have grass growing right there and have to weed whack that up against the stone. So I put that down, and I will continue that down this way a little bit farther. You can see what I'm talking about here, where the grass grows right up against the stone, and I'm going to have to weed whack that to bring it back. The reason I left the mounds the way that they are is because I probably need another 4 or 5 deliveries of wood chips to level this ground out. So it's hard to show in the video, but there's a significant grading that goes downwards in the backyard, and I'd like the ground to be level. So when I move my containers out here, so I'll buy some really big metal troughs from like Tractor Supply or something, and that's what I'll do a majority of my growing in. And I'll use a lot of the wood chips and some tree stumps and things like that to go in the bottom of that, and then that way I don't have to put that much soil in the top of it. But those I want to be on level ground when they're there. So like I said, I'm gonna take the sun is just coming up, so I got to get this in before the sun starts beating down on me. So this is the mimosa that I said that I'm going to be pulling out, mimosa or powder puff tree. I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to put the mulberry in there, and then I'm going to move those two sweet almonds in the ground. They smell so good, and they're doing much better now that they're out back here. I had them out front when we first moved, just until I could get the boys to move them in the back. So I've got some more fruit trees and things that need to go in as well. I just needed to get the wood chips down over the cardboard, so the cardboard stopped blowing away every single time that it rained or just had a little bit of wind. So that's what it looks like. I did all this by myself. I moved all those wood chips back here with just 5-gallon buckets. So I had 4 or 5-gallon buckets. I would fill them all up, bring 2 back at a time. Obviously you can see that the little hills are, I don't know if it shows up well in the video or not. So I moved 2 back at a time and then would fill out 4, bring back the next 2. But anyways, I just wanted to show the weeping bottle brush. I think is going to do really well now that it is holding so much more water near it. So I do plan on, in the back of that, is to bring that up so that any water that does actually get to the tree really doesn't make it much past the tree, because I really want that to be flowering a lot more than it does, and it will flower pretty continuously through the year as long as it gets fed enough. So right now it's looking great as far as the new growth coming in, and it's only been in the ground for, I don't know, I bought the house a couple months ago. It's the first thing I had put in was that tree, so it's only been in the ground for a couple of months. So by next year it'll be fully established and should be blooming quite nicely pretty frequently. So before all the construction work starts across the street, I am going to sign off. Hope you all have a beautiful and blessed day, and I will talk to you next time.